All right. Welcome everybody to the Friday night evening call. Today is December 12th, and we are about less than 2 weeks away from Christmas. We are about, 12 and a half days out from Christmas. And then we are heading on into the end of the year. So, guys, time flies. We are coming to an end. We are wrapping up 2025 in a blink of an eye. Here we are getting ready for 2026. Oftentimes as we start the new year, we talk about how January, December 31st, right? We have these new year resolutions and make these new promises for ourselves. And then, some of them is to get healthy, get back in shape and get fit and go back to the gym. And guess what? January 1st, the gym is full. There is no treadmill to run on. There is no place to squeeze yourself in. And about January 7th, you hear crickets and it's completely empty. That's usually the case, right? But us as leaders, those of you that are leaders that are here tonight, it's a testimony to your dedication to your success, right? So that's why we're here. Leaders move differently. So with that said, thank you everybody. My name is Christopher Kim. I'm a national director here in Remon, North America. Prior to this industry, I used to be a recording artist in South Korea many years ago. I've had some success and some fame and notoriety, but I was famous and broke. And often goes the saying, fame and fortune are two different things. People think they go hand in hand, but they don't. But what I can tell you is 18 years ago, somebody, gave me a presentation and I was fortunate enough to pay attention, and I took a bet and I took a chance on myself, and it absolutely made me a fortune in this industry. Without a shadow of a doubt, I could say this completely changed and revolutionized my life. So with that said, welcome everybody to the call. We will be getting started with the training. So wherever you are, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to you. So we're going to get started with a little bit of announcements. But with that said, as I start the announcements, I'm going to touch upon some of these starter kits. One thing we have to do is understand how our starter kits work, why they are put together the way they are. Because remember how I talked about the last convention, comp plan drives behavior. Everything has an intention, right? So how you start your business, how you do it is going to duplicate one way or another. Whatever you do, it's going to happen. But here in Remon, there's two major things you want to focus on. Number one is to get to team leader as soon as possible, right? Because that's where the unlimited depth, the leadership matching bonuses kick in. And as you know, as national directors, most of the big income comes from that matching bonus, right? But that's the long-term money, right? But also, as you become a team leader and as you start to launch your business, you want to focus on certain actions such as duplication. And we want to duplicate what? As many senior managers as possible. You want to turn yourself into a senior manager factory where it's duplicating and taking off with or without you. So where these packs come in, it gives you some insight on really how to set the tone and start your business. So if you want to be a senior manager, which requires 6,000 SP, let's start off with the 300 SP pack, right? So in order for you to become a senior manager and you want to start in with the SP packs, 300 SP pack, remember, getting where you fit in, but the flip side of the coin, you get to choose what you get compensated for your time, right? And what you do ultimately duplicates, but it's okay. Everybody has different circumstances, and we want everybody to be a part of this opportunity, right? So let's start with the 300 pack, right? The 335 USD that gives you that 303 SP, right? So including myself plus an additional 19 people, 19 people within my team, all coming in at 300 SP. That will get you to 6,000 SP, and that will get you locked in at senior manager, right? So it's all about having an intention, a game plan, and doing things, right? So if you want to start marketing with the 300 SP pack, by all means, go for it. And it's going to be you plus an additional 19. But remember, this 300 SP pack, it's a great pack to get started. But again, I like to emphasize that this is a beginner starter pack because, ultimately, as you know, Miss Kim Weimer talked about this, Miss Kate Twig talks about it. A lot of the other senior directors are talking about it. But when it comes to the Remon ritual, right, it's not about just trying one product, right? It's the whole package deal. You want to do the entire Remon ritual where you do the double cleanse, nourish, and protect, and you get that amazing glass skin where it heals from the inside out. But the reality is we don't really want to share skincare products due to contamination from our individual oils. So really a 300 SP pack is only enough to really have a set for yourself to use and maybe start a dialogue, a catalyst to be a conversation, right? But in order for you to build a successful business, we also recommend maybe starting with the 1000 SP pack, right? You want to have at least a few products to sell on slot because these are affordable luxury. People do want to buy it. When you say the magic word K beauty, people's ears start to stand up. They're like, what? Oh, K beauty, my daughter. You guys know the drill, right? You guys know how prevalent and trending K beauty is, how desired it is, right? So if you want to start with the 1000 SP pack, obviously, let's just say I got a 1000 SP pack, then your goal is to get at least 5 other people to come in at the 1000 SP pack, and that's going to get you to that senior manager position. But what you do duplicates, right? So it's all about picking the right campaign for yourself. So if you want to focus on 5, that's great too. But also, this here is what I call the cheat code. Okay, so when you come in at the 1500 SP pack, you're going to get probably 2 to 3 products of everything with an experience kit for the RAD 100 and the EX line and some collagen masks. And, pretty much if you start at a 1500 and you bring 3 other people in, that will get you to senior manager. But here's another cheat code I want to talk about, okay? Because ultimately there is a faster way where you can do this and get yourself to senior manager, right? So what you do duplicate. So let's just say if I get in at the 3000 SP, it's going to net me 10% at about $232 because of the BP ratio. And if I make that leap all the way to 6000 SP at senior manager, it's going to give me a 20% income because when I get to senior manager, I've already finished manager, and 20% off that 3000 BP would be about roughly $464 that you could take straight into your pocket as a return of investment. If you hit senior manager in one purchase to leap past a planner, you get the manager pay and you get the instant rank advancement. So let's talk about this, right? So this is something for people that like to sell, like power sellers. If you're really great at promoting the product, if you hit senior manager in one transaction and leap past planner, you will automatically get the manager pay. But remember, you have to do this in one leap in 1 day transaction. So pretty much you can't do 1000 here, 500 tomorrow, 300 there, and then another 1000 there, and maybe another 1500 pack there. That's not going to get you the manager pay. It'll get you to senior manager eventually doing that, but there is a cheat code where it fast tracks you to senior manager in one transaction. And when you do that one transaction in 1 day, then what you're going to do is you're going to leapfrog over manager and hit senior manager. But because you ultimately hit the rank of senior manager, you will get that back pay of manager of 20%. So if you order 4 premium starter kits, which is 4 1500 SP packs, you're going to automatically hit 6000 SP and you will get the 20% rebate, $464 in cash and $464 in Remon dollars. Remember, whatever I buy or sell, whatever I buy without the lifetime customer account, it's 50% commission, 50% Remon dollars. But as a note, please do not think of doing this unless you are going to absolutely sell the products. If you are a power seller, this is the fast track plan for you. And as you know, for all the starter kits, wherever you get started, the reason why we encourage get started where you're most comfortable, get in where you fit in, because you always have that second chance option of upgrading. And when you upgrade, you're going to be able to lock in the BP, SP, and the travel points as well for that Costa Rica travel promotion Remon retreats that we have. These packs unlock uni level with 10 lifetime customer override, and you go from 5% to 10% level 1, and 0 to 5% on level 2. All right, now same thing with Canada. This has been priced in CAD. It's equivalent of the dollar multiplied by 3, so it's pretty much the same value. To my fellow Canadians, make sure you guys get upgraded. Now is the time to take advantage of the SPBP, some of the free products, and the travel points coming your way. So as I talked about, I just mentioned the Remon retreats. Here in 2026, we are going to be doing our Remon retreats to Costa Rica, June of 2026. So how do you get there? So for those of you that hit 1200 travel points, you will qualify at tier 1 for a trip for 1. 1800 travel points, you will qualify at tier 2 for a trip for 1 with a $500 airfare reimbursement. 2800 travel points, you get tier 3 for a trip for 2, up to $500 airfare reimbursement. 3,500 travel points, you hit tier 4 for a trip for two and $1,000 in airfare reimbursement. So how long do I have to qualify? So the cutoff will be January 31st, 2026. So I believe we have less than about maybe 5 or 6 weeks left for you guys to qualify, or it's going to be the first 275 people. For those of you that want more details, these promotion details will be in the drive. All right, so let me kind of go over this with you. Customer sales, as you know, for every $100, it's going to net about 5 points, and you'll be capped at 35 points. So that's about $700 maximum. For those of you that rank advance, you get to double dip because if you're a senior manager, team leader, director, you get to pick up the travel points along the way, 100 to 300 to 2,000. Sponsoring starter EX kit for 10 travel points, starter kit plus for 50 travel points, starter kit premium for 100 travel points. Yes, you will double dip as you buy these packages, and if you upgrade, you have a chance to double dip because you did the new purchase, right? Achieve 10,000 SP in a calendar month for team leader open group, you're going to get that 100 travel point. Achieve 30,000 SP in your calendar month in your team leader open group, you're going to get 200 travel points. And achieve 100,000 SP, which is a director qualifier in your open group, you're going to get 300 travel points. And for this one, your greatest achieved is the bracket you will be at to be receiving your travel points. So let me give you an example, right? Pretty much the basic example I can give you is pretty much, for every 5 customers at 200 USD, imagine you did 10, then you're going to get 50 travel points. You do that, you do 5 at 200, that's going to be 50 travel points. If you enroll 10 at 200 USD, you're going to get 100 travel points. Can you imagine the social sellers right now, what kind of points these sellers are accruing? Because yes, these products sell, and these products are moving like hotcakes. All right, so I'll give you a brief example and a breakdown, right? So for those of you that become a planner, when you hit senior manager, as you move along the ranks, you're going to scoop up 100 travel points. Let's just say you built the business on our system, you had some momentum, and you hit team leader. Then you get to scoop up that additional 300 point travel points. And as you hit director, you're going to be able to lock in that 2,000 travel points, right? So as you start a recruiting campaign, how you can end up with literally 570 travel points is, let's just say on your level 1 recruit, somebody got started at a 300 SP kit. Bam, that's 10 travel. That's what is that? Yeah, that's 10 travel points, right? Now, somebody else got started with a 1,000 SP plus kit, and you just locked in an additional 50 travel points. And let's just say somebody else came in at the 1,800 SP, right? They got a 300 SP and a 1,500 SP, right? So what would that be? That'd be another 110 travel points that you will lock in. And then for 4 starter kit premium, somebody did that leapfrog and became a senior manager, locking in that 30% pay. That's in another additional 400 travel points. That's going to net you a total of 570 travel points earned just by this one opportunity. Just by doing these types of money-making activities, you've already, essentially half qualified for the Remon retreats, right? So here's another example. Team leader with a 10,000 open line. Obviously, you get 100 travel points. Or if you do 30,000 SP open line, you're going to get double that and hit 200 travel points. And for directors that hit 100,000 SP open line, you're going to get an additional 300 travel points. And note to directors, directors can earn both director and team leader. So as long as they maintain an open line, and they're being paid as the team leader and paid as the director. And as you know, Remon 2026 is a very, very exciting new year coming our way. The countdown is on with the kickoff of Europe and United Kingdom. We have announced Italy, Spain, France, Ireland, Romania, and the additional Asian countries. We just announced Japan. Congratulations to people building a team in Japan. Mr. Danny Bay is out there right now, commencing the first Momentum Tokyo tour for Japan. And in the following quarter for 2026, Australia and Thailand will be open. Okay, so all my peeps that have a team in UK. All right, so this is the Remon event schedule. Tuesday to Sunday, orientation training, Super K pop-up business training presentation, another K pop-up training at the Arc, and live training events. This is the company schedule, so make sure you guys get your people plugged in. And also Wednesday Remon opportunity, we have the fabulous director duo, Miss Christy Belliston and Miss Abigail Meister, these top producers are building a business globally all over the world, and they will be commencing the UK opportunity call December 17th, exclusively brought to you by Team 1%. As you know, Japan's pre-launch schedule has been announced. November 25th, our pre-launch open site was announced. December 12th, open enrollment begins. All right, so December 12th is now. Right now, it's actually December 13th. So congratulations to all the people in Japan and people building a team in Japan. December 13th, pre-launch tour for Tokyo is commencing right now. Mr. Danny Bay is launching the pre-launch tour. And tomorrow, Mr. Danny Bay will be in Osaka, Japan for the December 14th pre-launch tour, and December 19th, product shipping shall commence. All right, so our global chief sales officer, Mr. Young Soo Hwang, and Mr. Danny Bay, they have launched and officially kicked off the Japan pre-launch events. All right, now coming to you back home, bringing it back home full circle. February 25th, 27th to March 1st is going to be our Riemann North America Convention, brought to you at the Hyatt Regency at Long Beach, California. Uh, more Thursday rooms are going to be added soon. Sunday is sold out, so make sure you guys scan this QR code, keep tabs, and keep checking in, and make sure everything you guys lock in whatever gets available. As you know, November 1st, our tickets are 159. 10 ticket bundle is $12.99. After January 1st on site, the ticket price will rise to $169. And as you know, the fortune is always in the follow-up. We always use the Zoom always as an exposure for pending events, right? The best example I could give is also the game Cruis'n USA, right? So every time you're racing in that game and you hit a checkpoint, what happens? Your time increases, right? So when you go from event to event, pending event to event to event, and we participate in the process of the emotion transferring, the transfer of emotion, then what ends up happening is by the time your prospect gets to home base, an entire paradigm shift has happened. They see the vision, they get the aha moment, and they're ready to run. And that is why it's important to be a part of the system, plugging into the Riemann orientation, peaking with the K-pop up, doing three-way calls, participating in the meetings, and doing the connection call and being part of the orientation. All right, so brought to you this Saturday, we are also going to be doing our Team 1% Hong Kong team Mandarin Zoom trainings commencing at 5 p.m. And then immediately after, following at 6 p.m., we will be having a Mandarin Riemann Revealed presentation overview brought to you by our top producing director, Mr. Jackie Wu. And every Monday morning, we also have a team leadership and above training with the president of sales, Mr. Danny Bay. Every morning, 9 a.m., he drops some golden nuggets and special trainings, but also some special announcements to come. And following that day, that evening, especially December 15th, 7 p.m. CDMX time, we will be having our Riemann Revealed opportunity call down in Viva Mexico. And also on Monday at the same time, we will be having our Monday Riemann Revealed opportunity overview at 6 p.m. Pacific, brought to you by the power couple, Jermaine and Mona Johnson, newly promoted directors. And on Monday, we also have the House of Riemann Monday Live VIP event brought to you by Mr. Timothy Hearn and myself. We are there doing live trainings, live overviews. Don't miss it. Make sure you guys get yourself plugged in. All right, so Tuesday, we also have the Riemann North America orientation. This is the official company orientation, December 16th, and we have Christy Belliston, Ms. Michelle Iglesias, Miss Katie Martin, Sarah Bernard, and our top producing president of sales, actually, of Mexico, Mr. Ivan Tapia. All right, and as I had announced on Wednesdays, we have Miss Abigail Meister and Christy Belliston doing the UK overview. And on Wednesday, we have the Riemann orientation for Mexico. All right, so that is also a 7 p.m. CDMX announced time slot. And this Wednesday, we also have Tradition Meeting Innovation Product University with the amazing chemist, Miss Angie Troilo. Make sure you guys plug in this Wednesday, December 17th, 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And as you know, Thursday is also the company's official Riemann Revealed opportunity presentation. This is going to be brought to you by top producing senior director, Miss Karen Kang, a testimony brought to you by Miss Marnie Clark, and the opportunity brought to you by Mr. Scott Allen. These are all wonderful, amazing speakers. We will see you on that call. And next Friday, make sure you guys get your ho 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 ha 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 Santa Claus boots on and get to this training because we have a special guest speaker. We have Mr. Santa Claus from the North Pole making their way over to our Zoom training, and they will be dropping a bomb on you, talking about the 7 success laws from Santa Claus, how to be successful towards the end of the year in the season of giving. Um, very, very merry and bright. So next Friday, make sure you guys are there. I'll be there too. Don't miss this golden nugget. This is actually a Team 1% tradition that we do. Get your team on, and you guys are going to get some exciting news, announcements, and training brought to you. All right, so as we get into the Friday training today, brought to you by popular demand, for an encore. I've had so many people asking me for an encore training to talk about recruiting again. Can you please do another recruiting training? There are so many people on our team that need that aha moment. So gladly, I said it would be an honor for me to share that with the team today. So today I'm doing another master recruiting training for the Friday evening. So tonight, as we get started, before we get started, I'm going to touch upon this last promotion. In celebration of the holiday season, bright year ahead, be prepared for a promotion that pays throughout all of 2025 just for helping your people become successful in the Remon business and helping them achieve success. So here is the new promotion coming to you. For those of you that hit team leader in 3 months, you're going to earn $2,500 cash bonus. For those of you that hit director in 6 months, you're going to earn an additional $5,000 bonus. Yes, you heard that right. And for those of you that become a senior director in 9 calendar months, you're going to earn additional $7,500. And for those of you that are at that doorstep, if you become a national director in the next 12 months, you earn an additional $10,000 in bonus. It's very simple. Sponsor someone in the month of December and help them achieve these ranks, and they can earn up to $25,000 in extra cash while you grow your team's success. Yes, you heard that right. For those of you that want some more details, make sure you go check out the drive. All the details